from Martha Stewart Living, and I am here with my mom in Alabama, where I've been hanging out with my parents for the past few months. And today we're going to be sharing with you one of my all-time favorite recipes. It's for Kimchi Mandu, which is a traditional Korean dumpling. And it's a recipe my mom has made since I was a kid. You know, she would make the stuffing and I would help her wrap it up in the little dumpling wrappers, and she would either pan fry them or boil them, which is my favorite method of eating them, and steam them as well. So these are some of the ingredients that we'll be using today. We have kimchi that my mom made at home. Incredible process watching her. Maybe one day we'll do a video of my mom making kimchi. We also have ground beef. You can also use ground pork if you'd like. If you would want this to be a vegetarian version, you could of course omit the ground beef or the ground pork. We have scallions, cabbage, vermicelli noodles, which you can get at your Asian supermarket, tofu, garlic, sesame oil, eggs, and dumpling wrappers, which you can also get at your Asian supermarket. And yeah, so this is my mom's classic recipe that we've been eating since I was a kid. I think everyone sort of has their own rendition of Korean mandu, and so I guess this would be Mrs. Park's classic mandu recipe. And you know, I'm really excited because I feel like I didn't quite cherish Korean cooking until, you know, I got older. Once I started cooking for myself, I started to miss all of those Korean flavors, and so I find myself calling my mom for recipes, you know, researching on YouTube, getting cookbooks and trying to recreate some of these dishes that I've loved eating growing up. So I hope that this inspires you to, you know, do more cooking at home.
This dumpling recipe is actually quite simple, and it's really just a matter of combining all of the ingredients. First off, we're going to take 2 cups of chopped kimchi that my mom made at home. She wanted to note that the kimchi contains a lot of moisture, so be sure to kind of squeeze out that excess water. And then we're going to be adding 1 pound of ground beef. And you can also, you know, substitute pork or make this vegetarian as well. Then my mom is adding some chopped garlic, just kind of mixing the filling together so it's all combined. So today we're making enough filling for about 100 dumplings. We'll probably be able to make around half of that today and then freeze the rest of it. My mom also mentioned that she'll probably share the rest of the filling with some of her friends so that they can easily make these at home. This is also a great recipe for, you know, using up that jar of kimchi you might have laying around at home. Kimchi is one of those staple Korean dishes that can stay in the fridge for months on end and still be absolutely delicious. This is kind of a glimpse of what it's like for my mom and I as we work together in the kitchen. My mom does the bulk of the cooking and she gives me direction. I either grab things from the refrigerator or help add in ingredients here and there. Next, we're going to add in the chopped cabbage and allow that to mix in. And then we're going to add in 16 ounces of cooked vermicelli noodles, which are those clear glass noodles that you can grab at any Asian supermarket. And then we're going to add in a pack of tofu, and similar to the kimchi, we let it sit for a little bit so the excess moisture can draw out. And then we're going to add in the scallions. And then finally, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of sesame oil and then 2 medium-sized eggs. For the last step, we're just going to add some salt and pepper. So now that we've combined all the ingredients, we can get to the fun part, making the dumplings. To create each dumpling, my mom is dipping her finger into a bowl of warm water and applying it to the edge of the dumpling wrapper. Take a heaping spoonful of filling and then press and seal the edges together. You can also create, you know, little folds for a little bit of added embellishment. And here are what the finished dumplings look like before they go into the steamer basket. Here's the steamer basket we'll be using that's placed over a little bit of water in a large pot. My mom's trick to making sure the dumplings don't stick and tear is to add some wet coffee filters over the steamer basket. So after about 10 to 12 minutes, the dumplings should be fully cooked and ready to eat. Just make sure that you're super careful about taking them off of the steamer basket so that they don't tear. How are they, Dad?
So delicious.
So we've made about 50 dumplings and we've got more coming and we're excited to eat them. Thank you so much for joining us. This was so much fun getting to make this traditional dish with my mom. We hope we've inspired you to try out some new Korean recipes at home. And if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments and maybe I'll get my mom to answer them. So thanks for joining. Bye.